Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ilhan Pola, the head of music and arts for Star Confex 6th edition.
And I am Daddy Shirfan, your fellow moderator for today's event.
Welcome back to Star Confex. For today, we'll be having the music and arts event. The objectives of music and arts is to produce imaginative minds into reality. Today, as you are watching this live, you will witness what a group of creative minds and an iPad could create such an magnificent masterpiece that who knows, maybe one day could compete with studios like Pixar and DreamWorks. So please enjoy this live stream, and I wish the participants presenting their schools the best of luck.
Before we start, let me introduce to you the judges for music and arts. The first judge is Mr. Zoazri Ben Yusuf from SMK Sultanah Asma. He will be judging the I soundtrack for each participant. How are you today, sir?
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Very well. So I hope I very enjoy for this season. More creative, get more effort from students.
So what is your hope for this event?
I hope student punya production lagi kreatif, lagi canggih sebab effort sekarang kan mudah dengan internet. So student boleh dapatkan ilmu lebih banyak lagi, skill of production, especially for music, for ambient sound and Foley. So I hope more excited lah for this year.
So moving on is our second judge, Mr. Iman Hakim, Digital Technologies of Fix Upper, Sarjan Berhad. He will be judging the eye animation for each participant. Without wasting any time, let's introduce our first presenter from Sekolah, Dato' Abdul Razak. Wow, that was an amazing animation made by Sekolah Dato Abdul Razak.
Let us hear what the judges have to say. We'll start with Zul Azim.
Okay, overall, it's quite good, nice, sangat cantik. Kita tengok tadi ada dia punya Foley sound synchronize dengan dia punya motion in pictures. So dia punya music so okay, dia punya balancing and mixing I heard from my headphone is very nice. Cuma kalau dapat transition between satu song satu lagu ke satu lagu tu agak tak terputus lah. At least boleh get ideas, put some chords in between the two songs. Tapi overall is okay, nice. Dia punya lo-fi pun okay. Tapi kalau little bit off tempo kan, lo-fi kan selalunya dia punya music. So dia ada little bit out tempo sedikit. So dia akan lagi nice lah lo-fi. Tapi overall okay, cantik, nice. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zwazri. So what about you, Mr. Iman?
Well, I definitely enjoyed it. Second, that the transitioning is a little bit choppy between the scenes. And also, in the bus animation, I felt it was a little bit too loud, especially a little bit too disharmonious lah at the bus animations. But aside from that, I loved it. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the theme, how you showcase the themes, as well as the animation. The animation was good. Was pretty clear. Thank you.
All right. Next, we will be watching from Sekolah 343.
Wow, there was such an amazing animation made by Sekolah Sariputri. Let us hear what the judges have to say. We will start with Mr. Zulazri.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Oh, very nice. This time kita boleh tengok the music relate to emotional dia punya pictures. So it's quite good. But ada little bit since sound yang high pitch tu kena check balik dia punya gain staging sebab what I heard from my headphone dia ada macam peak sedikit dan dekat sound sound yang the crowding sound pun kena make sure hati-hati dia punya balancing kat situ. Tapi overall idea is very good. This time kita tengok ada relate emotion dengan music. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zazi, for his comment. So let's proceed with Mr. Iman to give his eye animation comment.
Okay, so you really need to work on the volume control lah, because it jumped in pitch and volume in the middle, and that was very jarring. I had to turn down the volume. So and other than that, I enjoyed the animation, especially towards the mid to end parts. But yeah, the volume was very distracting during the middle, and that's what you need to work on lah. But overall it was good.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iman, for his comment.
Now, let's proceed to the third animation.
Wow, that was an amazing animation made by Sekolah Sultan Alam Shah. Let us hear what the judges have to say. We'll start with Mr. Zulazri.
Very nice. Kali ni dia menggunakan konsep session. Dia cuba yang baik, cuba hasilkan harmony, melody based on tema something like orchestra. Mungkin one day composer ni akan jadi film scoring punya composer. But nak remind lagi sekali participant for the next competition level dia volume dekat brass sound tu dia very kasar sikit. Maybe waktu key in note menggunakan MIDI controller tu, dia punya velocity note tu maybe waktu tekan keyboard tu kuat, so dia punya velocity semua little bit high, so dia akan hasilkan sound yang kasar lah, sebab dia sample sound dalam GarageBand tu rasanya dia sensitif, so kalau you touch soft dia akan hasilkan mellow sound. Overall okay, memang cantik lah music dia. Kita tengok dia ada effort untuk hasil lain sikit pada orang lain. Dia cuba mengetengahkan konsep orkestra. So dia ada kat situ ada harmony, dia ada melody yang dia create, ada effort yang baik. Okay, itu saja.
Thank you, Mr. Azwazi, for this comment.
So, what can you tell us about the animation, Mr. Iman?
Oh, okay. So I enjoyed the animation. You definitely have a good storyline going there, and you presented it very well. For the on sound wise, there were a few places that felt a little bit empty when you paused and you paused a little bit too long for the music, so it comes off as a little bit empty. But aside from that, I enjoyed how the animation and the music works. Team wise is okay. I enjoyed the idea of going back in time just to do a science project. It's very whimsical, futuristic element that I enjoyed. So that's all.
Thank you, Mr. Iman, for his comment on the animation.
Now, let's proceed to the next animation from Sekolah Tauqadur Rahman. Wow, that was such an amazing animation made by Sekolah Tengku Rahman.
So without further ado, let's give the comment on the eye animation with Mr. Iman Hakim first.
Okay. So the music, I think if you took the music for this, you looped it a few hundred times for a couple of hours, it'll be very nice music to listen to while studying or at work and so on. It's a very relaxing beat. And it works for the animation as well because the animation doesn't really have an overall storyline, but it's more of a view into life sort of animation, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Mr. Iman, for his comment on the eye animation.
Now, let's proceed with Mr. Zul Azri.
Okay, saya pun setuju dengan Encik Iman. Very enjoy. Dia sounds tepat lah. Sesuai dengan dia punya elements tu. Dia nak tunjukkan electronic as so futures, modern. So di situ ada elemen elektronik. So after that dia ada elemen lo-fi. Dekat lo-fi tu so adalah dia punya dissonant chord. Jazzy chord. So it's very nice. Banyak effort dekat lead, dekat scenes tu dia ada try to get something nice melody, keep on features. Maybe you can be a good electronic composer in future. Who knows? That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zolazri, for his comment on the eye soundtrack.
Now, let's proceed to the next animation made by Sekolah Tun Fatimah.
Wow, that was a futuristic animation made by Sekolah Tun Fatimah.
Now, let us hear what Mr. Zuazri have to say about.
Dia punya animation, saya bukan judge animation lah, tapi saya tertarik dia punya animation. Very nice, cantik. Tapi saya tak nak cakap yang tu lah. Okay, dia cuba mengetengahkan macam orchestration tadi. Tapi transition between scene tu nampak cantik lah, kemas. So dia ada get idea. So dia punya music ikut modes dia yang nak disampaikan. Okay, dia punya mixing and mastering very good. Kita boleh dengar dia punya bass drum tu very nice. Lepas tu string dia punya, dia punya fat sounds kat string tu bila dengar kat earphone tu clear. Very very nice. Okay, saya suka dia punya chord, dia punya progression chord very abstract. Dia create something tapi tak sumbang lah, okay lah. Dia try to give some abstract emotion. Okay, good job. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zoazri. Now, what you have to say about Mr. Iman?
Okay, so the animation was great. It was pretty smooth. I enjoyed the storyline, and especially your use of Chernobyl as a backdrop. That was pretty inspired. I'm not sure if this is an issue with the connection, but somewhere in the middle, the video was a little bit blurry. I I'm not sure if that's a that's a buffering issue or but otherwise it was a pretty good animation. Very clean in the execution of the idea. So
Thank you, Mr. Iman.
Now, let's proceed with the next animation made by the Malay College Kuala Kangsar. Let's watch. sorry for the inconvenience before. That animation was made by Tukukosia College.
Oh, tunggu saya.
Let us hear what Mr. Zuazri have to say.
Okay. Okay, dia punya music, dia punya sound effect sesuai dengan dia punya konsep, dia nak paparkan konsep 8-bit punya animation kan. Macam zaman dulu-dulu saya punya zaman main game dulu. So kita tengok memang konsep dia bertepatan. Dia try cari walaupun tak hidup zaman tu, tapi dia try cari effort sound music yang sama feel macam yang dulu-dulu punya game lah. So very good. Cuma ada sikit yang high pitch tu mengganggu telinga saya. So dia kena hati-hati dekat staging tu. Kena make sure lepas habis dia hasilkan satu production, kena make sure dia punya sound, kena try banyak dengar dengan headphone, dengan speaker. So baru dia clear, baru tahu level kita punya audio kan. So ada pitch, high pitch ni tu a little bit kuat lah. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zuazri, for that comment.
Now, so Mr. Iman, what comment can you give on this animation?
Okay, so the video game aesthetic, the 8-bit video game aesthetic is pretty cute. I enjoyed that part. But you have this issue where you have a lot of words on the screen, but you don't give us enough time to read. So what happened is there's a lot of information that is missed, that is lost. So even if the information is not necessary for understanding the video, you have this issue where your viewers are start confused because they will believe they missed something. So I think next time you need to work on trimming down the number of words for your need for the story, especially, or give a bit more time for the people to read. But otherwise, I enjoyed the animation. It was pretty well done. Well done for the aesthetic.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iman, for his comment on the animation.
Now, let's proceed to the next animation from the Malay College, Kuala Kangsar.
And so the fat person has used his desire for the good future as the fuel for changing his mistakes in the past. The past may determine who you are, and the mistakes may demotivate you. But always remember, what the future holds is stronger. Turn them into determination and make them a reality.
Oh my god, that was such an amazing animation made by the Malay College Kuala Kangsar.
Without delaying, let's proceed with a comment from Mr. Iman.
You did pretty well. You did pretty well with the animation. I enjoyed the early dreariness of the animation with the hope from the end. So before when making a video, I think you might have wanted to have a proofreader for the lines because there were a lot of grammatical issues that took away from the experience. Aside from that, I enjoyed the story. It was a pretty good one, and the animation was pretty clear, especially in the middle part before going back to the past. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iman. So, Mr. Zwazri, what can you say about this animation?
Oh, dia punya part avant-garde tu yang abstract sound tu very nice. Very creative. So dia punya music overall memang mengikut tema. So dia nak cuba less colour punya style visual dia nak sampaikan. So dia punya music agak dark. So sesuai dengan video yang nak disampaikan. Cuma ada technical problem sikit dekat dia punya level dynamic level. Ada satu part tu terlalu rendah, ada yang kuat tu terlalu kuat. Mungkin waktu nak buat tu emosi lebih kot, dia nak hasilkan yang lebih. So satu lagi nak tegur semua yang masuk kan, bila ada buat satu-satu sound foley, bila nak fade tu kena make sure fade jangan habis terus. Kadang-kadang dia macam alah tiba-tiba habis sound tu, macam dia macam ada kosong kat situ, macam terkejut sikit. So untuk bukan MCKK je, maksudnya semua yang masuk kan, saya yang hasilkan sound ambience ke music ke, nak habiskan tu make sure ada fade out, baru nampak clear sikit. Overall MCKK do good job. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zwazri, for this comment on the animation and soundtrack.
Now, let us move on to the next animation made by College Yayasan Shanghai.
That was an outstanding animation.
So, okay, very good sebab dia cuba hasilkan muzik zaman di Arab, di Mesir. So, dia akan buat Arabic sikit muzik. So, dia ada ikut modes. Tapi kalau ada idea boleh ubahkan, change bila masuk for century yang lain tu, boleh nak ubah tempo pun tak ada masalah. Ada quite a few melodies, not too clear dia punya melody, tapi okay lah. Sebab this is motion punya soundtrack, so it's okay. Tapi kalau boleh buat lagi rasa boleh buat lagi sebab not bukanlah teruk sangat, memang cantik lah sebab kita tengok tadi muzik dia pelbagai. Dia punya composer memang got idea, clear dia punya idea. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zwazri. Now, let's proceed to Mr. Iman. How can you tell us more about the animation?
So the ideas for the animation is solid, but I think you just didn't have enough time to execute it as well as you could. There's a lot of repetition that makes it feel a lot less impactful. For example, in the start, in the caveman section, I feel you could have made it so that when the person is putting his hands on the cave wall, you could have made the drawing appear with his finger instead of having him just touch the artwork. And that's the same is true for the Egyptian area especially as well. Another part is during the Mona Lisa, you had the transition was far too long. You had this issue where you cannot actually see the next scene because you can only you could see the previous scene overlap away for especially and then when in the gallery scene you still had the picture of the Mona Lisa on top, but then the gallery scene is already doing things, so it's a very jarring transition lah, but otherwise good effect for the animation.
Thank you, Mr. Iman, for that comment.
Now, let's listen to the last school for music and arts event, which is Sekolah Menengah Said Sultan Mahmud.
Mom, I placed third in class today. Third? I thought you were the smartest. But, Mom, I already tried my best. Go wash up yourself and get ready for lunch. Okay, Mom. Mom, I wrote a letter just for you. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I gotta pick this up. Oh, it's okay, Mom. And this year, Nobel Prize of Physics goes to Miss Dahlia Drummond.
Excuse me, Miss Drummond.
I didn't mean any of this to happen. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If I could go back in time, if I could go back in time. Did you hear me? Oh, of course I'm proud of you, sweetheart. Congratulations. Thank you, Mom.
Oh my God, there was such a magnificent animation made by Sekolah Negara Sains Sultan Mahmud.
So, Mr. Zwazri, what can you give a comment about the soundtrack of the animation?
Okay, which is good. They got a lot of idea, motif on melody, on music. But hati-hati transition between songs agak terputus, so macam quite macam terputus, so ada sunyi-sunyi part. Satu lagi dari segi technical for vocal, rasa boleh cari tempat yang lebih yang kurang noise sikit. Paling mudah sekali dalam kereta ke untuk buat voice over tu. So ataupun dalam GarageBand boleh cari compressor sounds, so boleh reduce dia punya noise. Boleh tengok tutorial dekat YouTube and dia get idea lah, dia for idea untuk future. So kita punya pertandingan ni juri bagi ideas untuk lagi better. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Zwazri, for his comment. So, Mr. Iman, what can you give a comment?
Okay. So I really love the animation for this. The story is good. I enjoyed the woman time traveling to fix things up with her daughter. And I enjoyed the overall how well you done the tone for the story. I do think you could do a little bit better on the ending part in when the woman is flashing back to her daughter. I believe you could make it clearer that is a flashback, because it got a little bit confusing at the end with the scenes. But other than that, it was a very good video. It was a very good animation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Iman, for your comment. Looks like all the participants have presented their animations live stream. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.